friends, and welcome to Cast On and Carry On. I am Kim. I am a new knitter, and this is my podcast about all things knitting and also dabbling in some other hobbies and that type of thing because I am a serial hobbyist. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. What I'm going to be doing today is, if you watched some of my earlier episodes, you may remember I mentioned that my grandmother had passed away at the beginning of the year this year. And my grandma was a knitter. My mom's a knitter, and my grandma did a lot. And so one year for a gift for grandma, I bought her a yarn bowl, like a handmade yarn bowl from Etsy. And after she passed, my mom knew that I had given this to my grandma, and so she made sure that it came back to me. And I've been using it, and I love having it. And then one day I sat down on the couch, and it was on the couch, and it was broken. I don't know how. This is just something that happens when you are A, one of the klutziest human beings on the face of Earth, and B, you have two dogs. So I'm not really sure what happened to it, but it broke, and I'm really bummed about it. So I decided I wanted to try to repair this, and what I decided to do is buy a Kintsugi kit. So Kintsugi is the repairing of ceramic pieces with gold and resin. It's an ancient Japanese tradition. And that's based on wabi-sabi, the Japanese idea that things get more beautiful with use and with age. And it seemed like a lovely way to try to repair this. So I bought a Kintsugi kit off Amazon. I bought this Kintsugi kit off Amazon. It's not traditional, that's for sure. Traditionally, I've been doing a little bit of research into this, and traditionally it was made using sap or resin sap from a very specific tree or bush in Japan. This just uses epoxy, but I think it's a good kind of starter kit. It comes with a lot of stuff, like I'll try to take a better, So it comes with the epoxy, comes with so much of this golden powder. Like 6 things of this. Like, I'm set for life. It comes with gloves, which are very important when you're using epoxy. It has a cute little golden spoon. 2 little bowls, which my bet is that these are for practice, but I'm not going to practice. I'm just going to get right into it. They also could be for mixing stuff. I'm not 100% certain. I might use it for that. It has a couple brushes in here, some popsicle sticks. Everything you need to get started, mostly. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Got the instructions here. I have read these instructions already. I'm going to be honest, I do not find them to be incredibly clear because it says, like, prepare the broken pieces or piece. Mix the epoxy adhesive. This one says to mix the resin and hardener together. You use this, you mix it together, you use it to put it together, you hold it for a few minutes to allow it to bond, you clean the excess off, so I've got some alcohol, you cure it and dry it, and then once it's fully cured, you use the metal powder and then finish it up. But the pictures, let's go step-by-step pictures, show something slightly different, which is mixing the glue and the powder together to do this, and then doing it. So I've watched a few videos as well to figure out generally what I'm supposed to be doing here. Also, I have, if you see a pink spot underneath my nose, it is a pimple patch because my face and body decided that the best time or the best place to have a painful new pimple pop out right now during allergy season is right below my nose. So it's going to be constantly irritated. So that's what that is. Just ignore it. Okay. We're going to try this together. So the first thing that I'm going to do that slightly scares me is I'm going to break this more, because I think part of the beauty of it is that classic look with all the gold veins, like not a ton, but with all the gold veins, and instead of just this little piece. And so part of me is like, why are you breaking this more? But the thing is, like, if I can't fix this, like if I don't fix this, it's going to be thrown away anyway. And this is going to make it more pleasing for me. But I still am having a hard time. Anyway, so I have a towel here. And I couldn't find my hammer. So I have like a meat tenderizing mallet, which I figure, you know, like same thing. So I'm going to wrap this here. I got this towel at Disneyland Paris. It's very cute with ratatouille. And you wrap it up. Okay. I'm a little bit afraid of doing this. I don't think I've ever like actually broken something like this on purpose before. I'm a klutz, so I break this kind of stuff all the time, but like not like this, you know? Okay, I hear something in there broken. I hear something. I did put a hole in my towel. It put a little hole in that. I mean, that's okay. All right, so this is broken into a few more big chunks. And honestly, I think that's good to me. Like, I've got officially now 4 big pieces and a small one. And I think that is good. Like, I'm not gonna break them into anything smaller. I don't want to make it even harder for myself. And so that's what I'm gonna do. There she is. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is prep this space because I saw some videos where people like didn't do so and they were getting like the epoxy and everything all over, and I don't want to do that. Also, it says like you need to make sure that these edges are nice. A lot called for filing, like for a more traditional piece, or sanding it down so it wasn't sharp, and it would give you more of that space to pack in like the resin or epoxy and the gold powder, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just gonna brush it on at the end in that approach. So let me just though make sure that this is all these edges are clean and ready to go. And then, oops, and then I will get everything else ready. So when I got this from my grandma and I sent it to her, she told me that she opened it up and thought it was broken at first because it's made that way to have like you know, the holes and stuff in it. So and then she realized what it was. And I just thought that was so cute. Okay. So I'm gonna take this off. It's a little chilly here in London right now, to be honest, and I'm seated right next to a big open door to our patio for the dogs to go in and out, and also to make sure that it's well ventilated, because when you're working with epoxy, you need to make sure to either be outside or in some place that's incredibly well ventilated, or wear like a mask, because breathing in the fumes can be very detrimental to your health. I went through a resin stage, of course I did, where I was making, like during COVID, one of my hobbies were, you know, those resin safety things, like it looked like a cat key ring, but it was like knuckles. So you put your knuckles in it and it like had pokey ears. and you mix like glitter and stuff in. I did that, of course I did. I have gotten rid of all that stuff because Kim, come on. But so I did learn some rules of thumb for epoxy and resin when I was in that stage of my life. So I'm gonna move these right now over here. I hope you can see, because like this camera setup is, I will be honest, is not the best. Excuse me. Okay, so what I have here, I have some rubbing alcohol. Get rid of that. I got paper towel, and then I have, since this kit came from Amazon, I have an Amazon shipping like paper bag thing, which is actually like perfect to put down and protect my table. If I can get away without carrying it too much. Because my husband would be very displeased if he came home and there was gold powder, oh, looks kind of sticky on that, all glued to the table. Not just like all over, but glued. Okay, we are ready. I've got the paper down. I have some paper towel and rubbing alcohol. I have my broken pot. I have, oh, there's another piece. The kit itself. Rubber gloves, also very important. Oh, these are good ones too because they fit. Like sometimes you have the ones that like don't fit, you know, they're not like the latex ones that fit close to your skin and then you're like, I can't do this. There is glitter all over these already. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna do a different angle with this so you can kind of see more of what I'm doing. Okay, but before I start it, I'm actually taking these off because it's also really important that you take your jewelry off before you do this. Sorry for the harsh shadow. My kitchen is overhead lit. Oh my gosh. Come on. Okay, I got it. Zoom out a little bit more. Okay, this is not going to be on for very long, but I just wanted to kind of show you what I was doing in a different angle. But I bought this new thing and I love it. It's really cool, so I can show this better, but it's also really kind of difficult for me, like looking through the screen to work. So we'll see what I can do here. Paper plate. Now the first thing is this Kintsugi quick drying glue, and what you do is it has a little lid that comes off, I think. Really I don't know how. Oh, I did it the wrong way. It's got a safety, like, so you can't just pull it off. And no. What the? Oh! Okay, that's what you do. I don't know. And then it's got this double plunger, so you get it because it's all like 1-to-1 is what you want to mix it for. And then I've got my little cute gold powder cocaine spoon. My gold powder right here. Before I do this, I just forgot the important part is I need to figure out what order I want to put this together in to make sure it fits together right. So, and to make sure I understand. That does not go there. That does not go there. This goes like so So this one goes together here. I'm having a really hard time doing this with depth perception from this angle, to be honest. Okay, like that. That one goes there. That, I think, is the biggest one, so it might make sense to do that first. After that, I think there's this one. Down here, I have this piece, which might be what I start with, just this little piece here. And then I might put you back up so I'm not like looking at this angle the whole time, but so just this little one here to make this a whole piece. Because like once I do that, I think then I can get this one together there with that. And then the rest, I'll have this piece will come over here. And then that. Okay, I've got my game plan. We're going to start with the smallest piece so that I can do this in a way where I can like see what's going on when I'm doing the bigger pieces. So you start with this. It's got this, like I said, double plunger so that you can see, get the equal amounts because it's 1 to 1. This is why it's important to wear gloves, especially if you're doing what I'm doing, which I can't see. Like I said, I have a large open door next to me, so I'm getting that ventilation. Opening the gold powder. It, of course, has a... come on. There we go. I was like, how am I supposed to do that with gloves on? A little... Where? This is hilarious. Oh, I don't want that much. I do not want that much. I want more than that. So you mix a little bit of it into the powder. And it says you should mix as you go. Where did my sticks go? Where did my mix sticks? Here we go. God, this is chaos right now. Like, not surprising with me, but still. Mix it all together. Sorry for the shakiness. My camera is currently bouncing off my chest. So you can see this angle. Okay, excuse me, I need to look. Does that look pretty well mixed? But there's some more over here that needs to get mixed in. Okay, you can't really see it from this angle, but it is so shiny and sparkly. In traditional, I believe they actually use real gold, but this is clearly not real gold for the cost of this kit. No way. So again, we're going to take this piece and we're going to go here. We're going to go right here with it. Okay. So some people I saw putting it on both sides. Others I saw put it on one side and then like wipe it off. So it's just a really tiny amount. Some people I saw do this with super glue and then epoxy. Because you don't want so much that it all pops out the seams. Unless you don't like that look. But you want to make sure that it is firmly covered. I am sitting in the most like awkward position right now trying to see around the camera because I cannot do through the camera right now. That's why I sounded funny. Okay, and then we go like this. What? Okay, wait a minute. Let me see here. This seemed like a really fun idea for me when I did this. Okay, we're going to go right there. Okay. I think I got it aligned properly. It is kind of splooging out right there. That's fine. You can get rid of that with a file or with a razor blade or with some rubbing alcohol, which is probably what I'm going to do here in a moment. That's part of the reason I put this paper liner down was to make sure that it didn't, because I knew it would go through the base, and I didn't want it to get on my table. So you got to wait a few minutes, hold it for a couple minutes. The traditional, you have to let it cure for a few days before you even add the powder. And a lot of people will do that, and they will like tape these together to make sure that it like holds, but I'm not doing it that way. Okay. Back to this angle so that I can see what I'm doing better. We've got this in, and I'm going to go ahead and take some rubbing alcohol to get some of that extra off quick. And we'll see how long this lasts. It says it lasts, that it dries like in 5 minutes. So we'll see. Okay, no, it comes right, it's coming off well. Kind of. I actually really don't mind this look now that I'm looking at it closer up. But we'll do it a little bit more thoughtfully as we go. Maybe a little bit more. So just put some right there in the middle. That's not what I want. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Now this is honestly still a go. There's so much gold powder I didn't mix in. I didn't mean to add that much gold powder. Okay, so now what did we decide to do? The next one was going to be, was it going to be this piece? Yeah, now that I've got that base in, that crack there filled, that fits together really nicely. So that's what we're going to do. Gosh, this is so much better. This is a little bit tackier now because it sat while I readjusted my camera and put you back. And B, I can see again. And I zoomed out a little bit so you could see a little bit better too and see more of this. More of this. So, what's new? Well, we're getting ready to go on a trip. So when I post this, because I'm hoping to post it on Sunday, we will be on our way back probably from a holiday. We're going to Tallinn, Estonia. And everyone's like, how did you pick Tallinn? And the truth of it is, I don't really truly know how. What I do know is that my husband's really into disc golf, and I used to disc golf quite a bit as well. This is really thick, by the way. God, I better hurry up. I should probably stop talking because I want it to stick. Okay, I'll finish my story in a moment. Let me just, oh, I don't want to go there. I don't want to do that one yet. Okay. I think that's okay. Oh wow, yeah, that went together very, very nicely, I feel like. Oh yeah, oh yes. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so good up close, guys. I'm really excited about this. I think it's gonna work. I mean, I always hoped and thought it was gonna work, but like now I really do, you know? There's some cracks. So some of the ones I saw, like I said, would file this away so you could get more of that cracks to pack more of that in. But I think it's okay that I'm not doing that. I am gonna, again, go back in with some more rubbing alcohol and clear that up. I don't want it on my hands to get like transferred. But anyway, we're going to Estonia because my husband saw some videos. I think what happened was, ooh, this is smeary now. Get it off. Just don't want you to be like this thick. Okay. I think he saw some disc golfing videos, and about some guys that went disc golfing in Estonia, and it looked beautiful. And then as YouTube does, it started feeding him more like Estonia videos. And so he was just like, it's beautiful, let's go. So we're gonna go. I'm excited about it. It also has apparently a rich culture in fiber arts, and so I'm excited to kind of check some of that out. We're gonna go do some hiking, I think, or go to like a national park. No. Okay, so this is messier, but it's okay. I think I can take it off with a razor as I need to, because it was so thick that I couldn't really wipe it fast enough, and then it got hard. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, like that's, ooh, I just got glitter everywhere. Okay, this is now easier for me to do, so we should be able to do this faster. So we leave for that on Wednesday, and we'll be coming back. Let's do just a little less this time. On Sunday, which is when this video is going to be posting, I hope. Let's see, what else? I don't know, guys. There's really nothing new in my life at all. Please don't fall and spill. Okay. Mixing my next little one. Okay, so as a whole, this is, I mean, I recommend this. This is nice. It's easy. That's a waste, but I mean, there's so much it came with. Let's see. Sure. Okay, I think the next one I want to do is this big one. And that, oh yes, it'll go together just like that. It'll go together perfectly. So I'm going to, oh no, don't. Since I accidentally started that already, it was like, I'm just gonna stay here. No, thank you. That's not what I want. So go in here, do some spreading. Maybe I didn't do enough this time. The first time I did too much. This one, I don't know that I made enough of the gold epoxy mix. But we'll see what I can do here. I did decide, if you follow me on TikTok, I had posted that on my Wednesday last week, that my goal was to get my, the Beads of Joy sweater for my husband done by October 1st, because I want to do Socktober, which I have now seen Socktober more and more, which makes, like I said last time, September makes no sense to me, Socktober does. So I've seen a lot more Socktober posts, so thankfully I'm not the only one that is like, this is how this should be. But I want to do Socktober, and I want to, like, my current goal is to get as many pairs of socks as I can and like just kind of see what I can do. So I want to go fresh into October. That being said, I forgot about my trip. I didn't take that into consideration. And I'm going to be traveling. I'm not going to take it. Oh no, I'm sick. I'm not going to take it with me because it's just a little bit too big of a project, and I like taking socks while I'm traveling. That's fine though, because I do have one more sock that I've already started. Come on. Yes, there we go. The sock set I started on my way to Lyon, and I got one of those socks done. And then, so I'll take that with me to Estonia. But I want to finish my husband's sweater soon. I said October, but since I have my trip, I don't think October is going to happen. Like October 1st. And that's fine. But I have, over the weekend, I did get a lot of the, come on, just come, yes, that's what I want. I did get a lot of the sleeves done. So I got like one sleeve totally done and the ribbing. And then I got the other sleeve started. It's about halfway done. And then I just need to do the ribbing and stuff. And then we'll be good to go on that one. He tried it on again and it seemed like it was going to fit a little bit better. But I will say, like, there's no neck shaping on this piece. And so because of that, it's riding up so much in the back. And I don't really know what to do to get rid of that. Like, part of me, oh, okay, I think this will come off if I keep rubbing it. So part of me is like, can I add like German short row shaping to the hem, to the ribbing, and make the back longer? Like, to be honest, I don't think that, like, I don't mind a split ribbing, but I don't think split ribbing really works in menswear. I don't know, I've never really seen it. It is so short in the back, you guys. I don't know, like, it is like in the middle of his back, and it's fine in the front. The front is fine. We thought it was gonna be too short, but now I'm like, oh, we tried it on. He was like, actually, I think if you just want to put the ribbing on, it'll be good. And I was like, yeah, me too. But the back is the issue. It is so short in the back, like halfway up his back. Does anyone have any advice? Is basically Scylla, please stop. Because, like, I'm thinking of trying to do short row shaping in the ribbing in the back to make the back longer than the front. I don't know. It looks like, is it just like, on me, it doesn't fit as poorly, like, and so like off kilter, I guess, and unbalanced? Is it just his body shape? Because like no one else seems to have that. Like, should I just made the whole thing longer? But frankly, with the construction of it, you can't. I can't go back and add, is what I mean. You can make it longer. And I felt like I should have. But, last piece, guys. Last piece. Come on. Come on. Yes. Okay, okay. I think. Nope, nope, nope. Damn it. No, okay. Let me look at this from this way. This feels a little bit better. Come on. Okay, I think that's it. This is the piece that originally broke off. It's the last one I'm putting on, apparently. And it's the first one that broke. What was I talking about? Okay, that one obviously didn't work. Put a little bit more of this on and try again. Would that work? Does anyone think me doing like short rows in the ribbing? I think I'm gonna try, because if nothing else, every piece is made for learning, right? With every one, you get a little bit better. And so that's how we're going to look at it, because I'm going to experiment with it. That being said, I did like buy, please work. I did buy the yarn to make it for myself too. And it'd be a little bit different making it for myself than my husband, right? Come on, what's happening here? Oh, darn it. No talking. This would really suck if the piece that broke is the one that is unfixable. Like, I broke everything else and I was nervous about it and it worked out fine. And now I just like can't get this piece on. Okay. Oh, no, it's like, seriously. It is just a fragile part because of how the cutout for the yarn is. Anyway, come on, just hold. Oh God, no. It's just like an awkward spot with this 2 points. The other ones feel really sturdy, like they're not. The other ones feel really sturdy, like they're not going to fall apart or pull apart or pull apart. But this one feels a little shaky. Like we're gonna keep holding it. I might not wipe this off, and that's fine. I like how this looks with this oozing. Okay. This feels better. Okay. How many times am I gonna say okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do some cleaning up, or trying to do some cleaning up here. I think I could use acetone too, but I'm a little bit worried about the finish of the actual piece. Oh, damn it. I thought it was working. Okay, let's stop. First of all, let's wipe as much of this off this one as we can. Okay. And let's just start again. But let's first clean the piece up, the rest of the piece, because I think that's part of my problem right now. Part of me is like, maybe it's because it's such a delicate spot, but I've seen this on like teacup handles and things like that, you know? Like, it works for delicate too. I just need more patience. Okay. It stinks. That's fine. This is not for eating. Clearly, I'm not worried about it being safe for edible reasons. Let's just get in here and do some cleaning up inside where I got a little smeary. And the same outside where it got a little smeary. Especially got smeary on this big crack. Like I said, we can also go in with a file if you would like. Or some light sanding paper, or a razor blade. But I don't mind it if it's not perfect. It adds character. That's the whole point of this whole thing, right? It's the reason we're doing this way. Well, I mean, also so I don't just have to throw this away. So let's stop. There's already enough gold powder on this plate that didn't get used that I'm not putting any more on right now. I'm just going ahead. And this time I'm going to let it get a little bit tackier, like that second time I did it. That really, I thought, helped. Okay. Or maybe I'll spread it on and I'll wait for it to dry a little bit. I've had this kit for like a month and a half, and I've had this video planned for that long, and I just haven't done it yet. In part because I was a little afraid to, you know, like, look, this is a piece I gave my grandma 10 years ago. So it's not like it was like an heirloom that was passed down generation to generation, but it is something I bought for my grandma, and it was nice. It's nice to have it. So, and just kind of connect with her memory that way through using things that, you know, she had used. So I would really love to fix it if possible. If not, I mean, I'll be sad. Oh, I was gonna wait longer. It's okay though. I forgot. Like, I would just really like for you to work. Also, something about me is that I just expect, I have no experience in this. And I'm like, it should work and be right. And that usually works for me, but not always. Okay. Please work. And then it needs to cure for 24 hours. And I think when you brush it on the end, it's supposed to be like just kind of more decorative, but there are some little gaps I'm going to try to fill in with a brush and kind of like do some reinforcement here. My last layer. Oh, God. I guess I just didn't realize how fragile this point was. Because this is, like I said before, this is the piece that originally broke. The others were the ones that I broke. So we're just gonna kind of like go at it here. And really pack it in as much as I have there. And really just try to put enough in here for it to hold and dry. And I don't care as much about the splooshing. Okay. I got this all over the shirt. I hope we'll see if it washes. It's fine. It was just like, I think it was just like $5 at Primark or something when I first moved here. Please work, please. Hush, Draco. My dogs are like, it's time to play. I actually still have to clean my whole kitchen and my office because the cleaner's coming tomorrow. So I have to tidy, I guess I should say. I have to tidy, do all the dishes and stuff. It would be ironic if I can't fix this part of it. I was like so nervous about breaking it myself, and that one went together like no problem. Hey Jocko, do you want to go outside? Go ahead and go outside, boy. Maybe if I just leave it alone for a while. I'm just gonna, maybe I will tape it together and like leave it to sit for an hour or two and then I'll come back. Sound good? Okay, break. Okay. I did a huge amount of dishes while I waited for this. I taped it, as you can see. Okay, anyway, let me grab my gloves again, right here. Okay, perfect, perfect. Put these bad boys back on. Why do they feel wet on the inside? Oh, that's the wrong way. That's the thumb. Okay. All right. Let's see if this is gonna hold. Take this tape off. Oh, good. I was really afraid that that tape was gonna stick. It did pull all that off. But that's fine, because we're gonna be cutting it. I guess I didn't need my gloves on quite yet because it's dry. Oh, it didn't come off on the outside. Okay. Moment of truth. I mean, I'm not tugging really hard, obviously. Like, I don't want to, like, I'm not trying to see how strong I am or anything like that. But it's staying. Okay, great. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do then tonight is I'm going to mix up a little bit more. No, I already fed you. I'm going to mix up a little bit more, and then you paint it on the outside to with a thin brush to fill in those cracks the rest of the way and accent it. And then you let it sit for like, I'll let it sit for a while, and then I'll rub some of the gold back into it even more. And then it'll be ready. Okay, I couldn't figure out how to get this lid back on, so actually. Just trying to pick up some of that gold powder that I've already used. This gold powder that I sprinkled out and didn't actually use. Jocko, stop. Jocko, stop it. Stop, or you're gonna get a timeout. I'm gonna play some music here since my dog was barking. Get in there. Towel stuck in the crack. There we go. All right, my friends, it is the next day. It hasn't been 24 hours, but I'm just going to clean it up and then I'll let it, continue curing. But I'm too excited. I can't wait anymore. So, here she is with all the gold powder everywhere. Look at her, all her glory. I'm going to wipe it with a microfiber cloth, and then I'll get the rubbing alcohol and do a last clean quick. Does anyone else hate the feeling of microfiber? Because I hate it so much. So much. Okay, so I'm going to try to wipe it all down, like dusting, kind of. Dust it off. There's so much of this gold powder on the inside. Oh God, it's getting everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, excuse me. I'm going to go do this over the garbage can. Okay, I'm back. We got most of that off. And now I'm just covered in glitter. This really fine, shimmery, like mica glitter. So I guess it could be worse. I'm gonna, really, I just hate it. I can't stand it. I'm just gonna go ahead and clean her off. It looks so nice. I love it. I'm less concerned about the bottom. Okay, like as a whole, this is going to need some more cleaning up, which I'll do off camera with like a razor blade and stuff. But y'all, it looks so nice. It looks so good. I'm so glad I did this. I am really very excited about it and how well it turned out. One moment and I'll be able to show you. Okay. Look at her. And now the prettiest part is the inside because you can see it all at once. Like, look. Oh, okay, I'm so glad that I did this. And that's it. That's going to be the end of this episode. Thank you so much for hanging out with me as I did this. I kind of ended up being a little bit longer. I tried speeding some things up or cutting some stuff out to make it a little bit shorter for everyone because I know I'm not that fun. But thank you so much if you watched till the end to see this beautiful bowl reveal. I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to let it continue to sit and finish curing. And then I'll be able to like use it. And I've got enough so that if it breaks again, I can fix it again. Or something else breaks, I can fix it. I'm really excited about this. So thank you for joining me as I figured this out on a slightly chaotic video. I am Kim. This is my podcast, Cast On and Carry On. If you enjoy hanging out with me sometimes, please subscribe and follow. I have like my Insta that I'll put below too. But thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye.